what is happening? This is the Back2BACK podcast. We're in Box Hub Studios in Glasgow. They've been so nice to let us use their studios. God knows why. But yeah, and we're sitting here with Lowree, Macka. What's happening?
What's happening?
We'll put applause in there. We'll be like, what's happening, boys? How you getting on?
Yeah, good.
Good?
Good, yeah.
Feeling good? Feeling fresh?
Feeling fresh.
Yeah? See you with the Sakura on today? Yeah, man. Fuck, wear your own merch and that. That's fucking pretty mental, like. It's good. Show the back. Turn around and show the camera the back. Look at this. Just a little plug. Just a little plug.
Yeah, there's only one XL and one small left, so make sure you get on there.
I got a XL. I was away to wear it today.
And why didn't you?
Because right, I told them when I put it in. So no, it's not like an elaborate thing. I put it in my bag and it's like, because it's white, it got marked.
Right, okay.
And it's like a pencil, like lead. Fuck knows what it is, but
your school
it's a
bag.
stain. Yeah, it was in my school bag. So it's got a mark on it, and I tried to get it out this morning. And my girlfriend tried to get it out and help me in that, and it wasn't budging. So I had to put on my Caracon t-shirt that I got for free from the shop because they're legends. But yeah. So anyway, last time I spoke to you, right? I spoke to you, sorry. Right? Was it both of you or was it you?
No, I think it was just me.
Right, cut. Mate, I can't remember seeing you, but was I in a state?
I mean, we're all in a state. Yeah, I mean...
Yeah, you were in a state. Affirmative.
Yeah, we can cut that. No, I took a massive group photo for you.
Oh, right, okay, yeah. Mate, no, it wasn't you, it was fucking Henry that does the video. You can be able to pick up my voice from there, but Henry that does all the videos and stuff as well. I left my phone in the main site bay, and then fucking, he had to like track me down and find me with it. But I'm sorry, I can't remember seeing you because I was 3 sheets to the wind, mate.
4 sheets.
I had just come in and I was like pretty fresh. Well,
New.
to some extent.
Yeah, we'd been at Fly the night before till like 5 in the morning.
So you were.
And then we got like a taxi back to Glasgow from Edinburgh, and then we had like an hour or two sleep, I think, before we got on the road again. So I mean, we were like fresher than everybody there, but still absolutely rough.
Mate. Oh yeah, going to do it again. Why would you not do it? Well, you're going to send it. The thing with other lands though, right? Do you not think it was a really, really, really good festival? Not plugging it, fuck it. I'm not plugging it like to get fucking another set at it. But anyway, I'll take one. But I'm saying that, like, do you not feel it was really well for the first year festival? Do you not think it was very well run and very well organised?
Yeah, it was like really well put on. I thought the crowd it brought in were really good as well. It was quite relaxed and there was nothing, there was not a lot of that sort of aggressive behaviour you get at festivals normally. It was quite chilled. And
no tea in the park.
Yeah, there was
vibes.
There was no violence or arson. But yeah, it was
community vibes.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
it was. I felt that too. I think it was a really good festival. First year, and usually first year festivals, you hear all the horror stories, and you're like, fuck, it's going to be a nightmare. It could be potentially could be a nightmare. Yeah, mate, they literally released that documentary about fucking a month before other lands, and I'm like, fucking bet Tom's watched that and he shot himself. Mate, imagine cunts from fucking Fife burning shit and everything in the campsite. But yeah.
That did happen though in Tina Park, like on the Sunday.
Oh, it happened every year. Yeah, I remember
just
that.
To keep warm?
No, just because it was finished. Everybody just went, fuck it, let's just burn everything. So yeah.
Nice, good. Right, so when did you play on a Saturday? Other lands?
No, we didn't play at Other Lands. Thanks for reminding us about that.
Oh shit, sorry. Sorry.
No, I was...
well, actually, maybe fucking put your fucking play in now. What, you're playing Fly and not Other Lands?
Well,
Tom,
I mean...
S.
We don't like to beg, but yeah, we would obviously love to play at Other Lands because essentially it was just that Fool's Utopia stage, but like doubled in size. We really enjoyed that at...
Smashed that at Fly.
Yeah, that was so much fun at Fly, yeah. Really enjoyed that.
Shit.
It was a happy day. Very happy day.
But yeah, you guys fucking smashed the set at fucking Fly, I remember you had the guy in playing piano now. What's his name again?
Sean Sonedo. Yeah.
Mate,
So good.
vibes.
So good,
Serious
isn't it?
vibes, so good. But yeah, it was like, yeah, no, I remember seeing the videos and that from that, and I was like, fucking hell, that looks sick. You fucking performed the album at Fly.
Yeah.
That was the thing, wasn't it? That's why the keyboard player was in. That's what I remember now. I'm remembering it now. So, the album, right? We'll speak about the album a little bit first, right? And then we'll go back a bit, right? But, so the concept of the album's a bit fucking mental to bring out an album. I mean, it seems quite sudden to do it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
So what was the thought process behind, like, was it just because you were just fucking, you'd grinding so many tracks, you're like, I want to get them all out? Or well, what was the idea behind it?
Yeah, we were essentially we did like a few collaborative releases before that we thought should have gained quite a lot of traction, and they didn't really get the traction that we thought they would get. So I thought to Joe, we need.
Why do you think that was?
I don't know. It might have been the way that we released them, or the way that we PR'd them, or something like that. But I thought that if we did something big and a big massive project like this album, it would gain a lot of attention.
Yeah.
On top of it. And obviously we included some of those other releases as well, so it kind of gave some more follow-up sort of attention on those releases. But it definitely did the works for what I wanted it to do.
It put it in a good light for like sort of when you go.
No, I was just going to say it was like a nice time to get through winter as well.
Yeah, oh yeah, fucking right.
We just locked down together and just made track after track.
Me's were hammering them out, huh? He was sending me snippets like fucking stupid o'clock in the morning, and he's like, here, I've got another track. It's nearly finished. I'm like, fucking hell. And it's like, it blows my mind, right? That's like a serious turnaround you guys have got. You can get something done fairly quickly. It's a good collaborative effort from both of you. Do you find that like the way that you both work really complements each other? Because I think it does.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we found a sort of way to make music together where, as you said, we do things quickly and we can get like 2 or 3 things done in one night pretty much, or almost sealed up essentially. And then when we sort of found that out, we were just meeting up, once a week and staying up to stupid o'clock in the morning and sending you them at like 5 o'clock in the morning.
Running them by me?
Yeah, running them by you, yeah. Getting
fucking
the seal of approval,
worst quality check control that you could ever fucking give it. But, mate, honestly, like, it's like, I do find that, like, you guys' talents, like, fucking complement each other. I think, like, and you can definitely hear both of your styles of making music. You make different types of music, both of you guys. You make really drummy music. Really, really drummy music.
I'm obsessed with percussion and drums, so like that's what I'm always
can hear it.
Going to.
You can totally hear it in your tunes. And
distort them as well.
Yeah,
that's the way.
Fucked up drums.
Sometimes. Yeah. Most of the time. But
it's good. And then obviously you like, I think
nothing good.
I think you fall in the category of you like melodic stuff.
Yeah, like
you like
sampling
melodies.
and
You like chopping things up. I think, and that's it's a good fit for both of you. I think it's really class. I think the album was unreal. Like
Thank
really,
you.
honest to God, really, really good. And I also feel like it's given you a good spotlight in terms of like showing off your tracks, like in like different types of tracks. I think it's been pretty good.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
it definitely brought us together, working together as well, and then sort of going forward, we're going to keep doing that as well.
Yeah. So is this a permanent thing you're thinking?
Yeah, I mean, it was always a permanent thing before, but it was never a sort of an official thing that we said we were going to do. I'm trying to think of the word exclusively. We weren't exclusively together, if you get what I mean. But now when we make music, it's sort of we're always doing it together, and obviously we make music on our own, but it's always sort of brought back to the two of us, and we all work on it together. So
that's class. It's good to have that person to bounce off of, like having each other to be able to run ideas past, or if you've got an idea. And
I'm so bad for finishing stuff, which is why I've not put something out myself in a little while. But like Cammy's always, let's get this finished now. Let's get it finished like next week.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, it's good.
Mate, but he's always burning the midnight oil as well. So it's like, you know what I mean? He's got somewhere to be, places to go, people to see. Yeah. So, how are you feeling today then? Bit of a mad one last night. But I may as well touch on it, May as well address the elephant in the room. Not me, obviously. I'm not the elephant in the room.
I mean, I'm late to quite a lot of stuff, but I thought it was surprisingly early.
Yeah, I think you were early considering
the circumstances. Yeah.
I think so too. How was it? Was it good?
It was great. Yeah. I mean, well, the night didn't go as planned.
Right.
You know.
What was it? You have to tell. We know.
Okay.
But tell everyone in the cameras. Tell everyone what you were doing last night and what was happening.
Okay, so
not everything. Some of it. Mate, fuck it. Tell them everything.
Okay, everything.
Mate,
Every little detail. Every little detail. No, it was Liam Doc's night at room 2, and you know we were preying together. Showed up at the club. I think we were in for like 10 minutes, and then the fire alarm went off.
Well, shut up. Was that soon in?
Yeah, honestly, it was like 12:30, I think, and then
I thought it was like
evacuate the club.
Oh my god! So room 2's just been refurbed, hasn't it?
Yeah,
Is it cool?
Yeah. It was looking nice. I didn't really get a chance to see it though, to be honest. I think I had one drink, quickly downed it as we were getting evacuated.
Fuck's sake!
Nice. But yeah, well, I mean, it was just nothing anyone could do. But I was like, there's only one thing we can do, and it's go to the studio. We'll go to our studio. I'll go home.
Keep the party going, baby. That's what they did.
Yeah, here I get like a message, like a Facebook message, like 1 o'clock in the morning. Obviously, I'm in my bed, being a good boy last night, so I didn't see this. I wake up.
Got to rise above it, mate.
Yeah, of course. Got to take the
One of these days, you've got to grow up.
Yeah, exactly. And then I wake up at like 4 in the morning, and I see a message, boys, I've got to save the day here, going back to the studio. No context at all as to why he was saving the day. I just thought he was like, I've got to have a party for everyone at the studio.
Fuck's sake. Nice. And it's always worth it, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was weird because we're not normally at the studio at 1 o'clock in the morning.
So
well,
what's
and the party's in full swing.
Is
you know
the premises like?
It was good. It was good.
Is the premises like a blocked off premises, or can you just come and go as you please, or what's the type of thing?
Yeah, I mean, it's just we've got our own keys. Yeah. It's like having a flat, but there's no shower, I guess.
Who needs a shower?
And sometimes we wish there was a shower, trust me.
Yeah, do you?
Yeah.
Mate, that's absolute minging. Mate, that's class though. But yeah, no, fuck, I didn't realise it was that soon into the night. I thought it was like 1 or 1:30 or something. Do you know what I mean? Like, no, fuck, that's shy.
I could be wrong, but that's what I remember. Anyway.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
No. So, the studio space, you're sharing that studio space?
Yeah, so we share the studio space with the guys from Test Press, Dan and Fraser at the moment, so you can imagine what that's like sometimes.
Collaborative stuff going on?
Yeah, a couple of things that we've been working on for months, to be honest with you, but I mean, the 4 of us are really busy and doing our own things, so we kind of know we've got that space there to do that whenever we want, so
cool.
It'll happen when it happens.
Yeah,
yeah.
Sweet. That's cool. Yeah, the Test Press boys have been super busy recently. They've been fucking...
Yeah, they've been smashing it.
Yeah, man. The Irish folk love them, eh?
Yeah, Irish folk do love them, and it's like a weird kink that Irish people have got.
It's just because they're both Celtic fans.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the thing. If you're not a Celtic fan as a DJ in Glasgow like me, then, you know, you're not going to make it, so I may as well just give up now.
I'm a Boston Celtics fan, if that counts, like.
Oh, maybe join in.
Mate, but yeah. Mate, honestly, I was just saying that the other day. It was like the turnaround they had on that re-edit they did.
The Walk to Poland tune.
Mate,
yeah, I know.
Fucking rapid on that, by the way.
It came out before the fucking tune came out.
Yeah.
Like before the actual tune came out, they released the re-edit of it. I have no idea how they done it, but
it's good. So what are you guys working on just now? Like, so the album's come out. You're fucking, and I feel personally it's done pretty well. It's got you a good kicking off point for you guys releasing tunes together, I think. I mean, I know you have done stuff for ages, but what's coming forward in terms of like releases? Have you got any like are you planning singles? Or are you going to do another album? Or what's the plan?
yeah, so I feel like we've done the album thing and we shouldn't revisit that for a wee while. So our plan is to get sort of, you know, an album's worth of tunes ready and then sort of release them in singles these days. 'Cause singles do way better than, you know, your albums in total 1 or 2 tracks I'll do the business and the rest of them all go under the radar.
Yeah.
So definitely singles from now on. But like,
Cool.
we're going to get them all together and then just sort of have a bit of a release plan.
Have you got any finished off?
We've got a few nearly finished off.
Yeah.
Still got a lot to do. But
Yeah.
12 demos at the moment yeah.
I've got you.
It's good. This is our.
I know, we're keeping it separate. It's just so we're not too close. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think there's like 12 demos that we've
Good.
done, and yeah, we just really need to get them finished by this one.
yeah, we've been 12 demos.
12?
Yeah.
Fucking hell. I'm honest to God. They weren't great for me. It's insane. It's like a lot of tunes. So are you going to be finding homes for the tunes, or is that the plan next? Because I know the album came out on fucking Take.
Fresh Take.
Mate, a Fresh Take. Yeah. I was about to say Take That, but that was my favourite band. That's my favourite band, obviously. It's not fucking... But yeah, on Fresh Take. So, will you be looking further afield for homes for the 12?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Maybe some dream labels.
Yeah, there's obviously some dream labels there. What are they?
Yeah.
Well,
What's the dream
we've
label?
actually reshuffled these at the moment due to some bad things that happened.
Give me the top 5 labels that you want to lease stuff on.
Right, okay. Number 1 would probably be Shall Not Fade. I love Shall Not Fade stuff.
Why though? Why Shall Not Fade?
Just because I feel like what the label does for the artists as well as the music that comes out is great. They also do these parties that they put on which, showcase all the artists, and I feel like the distribution that they put on as well is great for all the artists that come out. They're always pushing it together, and I feel like the music is always shown at the forefront of, magazines and PR stuff and online. It's always Shall Not Fade. Shall Not Fade's everywhere.
It seems like a family label as well. Like you're kind of looked after in a good way.
You get them in and they keep them. Like,
Yeah.
You'll probably, can you hear me? No. Do you get them in? I'm struggling here. I normally just get to keep my mic and no one gets to fucking touch it. Yeah.
I'll get more.
I know you want to sit next to me, but you gotta go next to your life partner. Honestly, right? So what we're saying, Shall Not Fade, family label. You have to cut this out. You can't use this. Honestly. I mean, what's the point of having a laptop if you're not going to cut the shit bits out?
Yeah.
Oh, that's number 1.
Yeah, Shall Not Fade's number 1. And
Okay.
then, do you want to go for number 2? Joel's take this.
Yeah, obviously Dixon Avenue would be a big dream.
So they've been like, it feels like Dixon Avenue been on pause for a little while.
Yeah, definitely.
Pause, dog. Get it? It's good. But
No one else is going to get that.
That was for Kenny, by the way. Just so you know. He's an old-time friend of the podcast. He'll get it. He'll get that joke. Yeah. So are you in discussions? I mean, surely that's doable.
Maybe. I don't know.
Well, you never spoke to them. You never reached out. Surely.
Definitely. We've never really sent anything to Dixon Avenue. We've kind of just basically been gathering all this stuff together. I have briefly spoke to Kenny on, remember the Project Radio chat and everything, when that was sort of thriving, when we were all talking about it.
Did you say thriving?
Yeah, thriving.
Frying.
It was fried as well.
It fucking was frying.
It was fried as well, yeah. But
I'm happy that chat's fucking like,
it's not as live.
It's cooled down now.
Yeah. Yeah, so we've got that email there. It's just wanting to have sort of the perfect stuff to go to that. So I feel like and obviously it's the case of whether they're actually releasing stuff these days.
I don't know what's happening.
They will be back, I'm sure.
Hopefully, yeah. That'd be good if they get some. So, number 2. So, we've got 1, Shall Not Fade. Number 2, Dixon Avenue Basement Jams. Number 3.
I would love to release on Homage as well, Ryan Clover.
That's doable too.
Yeah, I know. Well, I spoke to Ryan as well.
Well, these are all like dream labels. They're all like within grasp.
Yeah, I know, but it's all dream labels. But
You
obviously,
want me to text Ryan right now? Let's get him on my phone. Hey, send him a message.
I have sent him a message. I spoke to Ryan before.
I'll fucking text him. Let's do it. Which one's mine? Mine's is the one with the...
Yeah, we've had all our phones confiscated, so...
What's
I can't believe you're going to text him like you're my dad or something.
I speak to him all the time. He's a fucking legend.
Yeah, I know. When are we going out to do the New York thing with Homage? We getting a plane.
I don't know if he'll fly out, like. I don't know if he'll fly out.
No, I mean, me and you going on a holiday.
Mate, I want to go across and do that. He's a total legend. fucking started speaking to him, and it's mental because like Homage was like I was like, when I heard that Braun remix, I was like, holy shit, this label's class. And then obviously Ketama's track.
Yeah, the body
And I was
track.
like, fucking hell, this label's class. And then I started speaking to them in the.
Would you remember? You remember you used to do the Smokehouse live stream every week, and remember Ryan Clover used to tune in from New York to watch you in Arbroath.
Getting on it.
Getting on it in Arbroath every fucking week.
Yeah. Fuck knows why.
That was a moment when I was like looking
Mate,
at the
do you know what
chat and
time-
everything and being like, "What the fuck is going on?"
The time, what it was for him, it was
Yeah,
like
but-
fucking. It was like 1 in the afternoon or something.
Yeah.
I was sitting in the afternoon.
he's watching you in the
cleaning his flat, hoovering his flat. Fucking.
I mean, you're sat behind the green screen.
Like trying to fucking adjust the mic and I and like. But yeah, no, he's a legend. I've texted him. I went, Shagga, text me back. I've got a question. So yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I feel like as well, it's more just we want to have the right tracks for the right labels.
Yeah.
Because we obviously make a lot of eclectic sort of genres, mishmash, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, I mean, hopefully
I think you could. I think it's easy. That's what I'm saying there. It's easily doable. I think you just need to put them out. I think that I think it's hard to hit up labels though. Yeah. It's hard, isn't it? Like we've spoken about it before, like about reaching out to labels and you're like, you don't get the answers back that you want and stuff like that. Yeah. I think if you've got the tunes, if you're sitting on a pile of amazing tunes, you'll get the answers back.
Definitely. I feel like it's just you always want to be like so happy and so loving with your tracks before you send them out.
Yeah. I mean, are they ever fully finished though?
I mean, yeah, they can be.
I always feel like they're not.
It's
like,
always
not you
it's a
guys,
battle.
it's my
It's a
ones.
battle.
No, you guys are polished, but I always go, fuck, this is not finished.
That's what I'm
Send
bad.
it to Jaguar.
That's what I'm bad for. But you know, with Cammy, I kind of turn away from that.
I feel like at some point you just have to let go. Do you know what I mean? I feel like you could sit there and tear it apart for months and months and months, and it's only just going to piss you off. Do you know what I mean?
Aye.
So when you get to a point where you have that night where it's like, I'm really enjoying this, just leave it and pack it up and get it mastered and stuff, or send it out as demos. I mean, and going back to the point where you're talking about sending it out to labels and stuff like that, if you don't get the reply, then you don't get the reply. I mean, at least you've finished something. You can move on to something else, and it's not going to eat away at you.
Maybe you.
So I'm giving you a lecture.
I'm fucking sit and cry myself to sleep every night. No, I get what you mean. No, it's good. It's good having that attitude. I think you guys having done the album now, I think it sees you in good stead. That's what I was meaning before as well. You can kind of look back on that and go, well, actually, we've got the shit here.
Yeah.
You know, we've got the weapons to put out.
I feel like labels also look at stuff like that as well. They'll look into you and see what have they done before, and then that's sort of there, which I think is going to stand us in great stead for future releases, because people will be looking at it and going, well, that did well. Even if they're not a massive fan of it, they might think, oh, you know what, they might have something there.
Yeah, of course. No, that's really good having a body of work. I think we need to get back. How did you guys fucking start doing stuff together? What's the story? Like, did you just go fucking? Was it like a pure hit each other up? Were you mates before? What was the script?
No, we've been mates for how many years? Through high school,
Okay.
so probably over 10
You
years.
ages with each other, yeah.
Yeah, it was same age.
Same age, okay.
Same age. We were in bands at high school and stuff.
I'm 10 years older than you guys. I'm a decade older. So I was 10 years old when you were born.
Yeah.
I was already doing shit.
What were you doing at 10 years old?
Fuck knows, mate. Picking my nose. Fucking barely wiping my own arse at 10. But, yeah, no. So he's friends at school, and were you making music at school and that, or what?
We were in bands, separate bands, obviously, in high school. And then when Joe moved to Glasgow, we started DJing in Edinburgh before I moved to Glasgow, and then we started making some music together. And it was the first release was on Rue Records, Liam Dock's label. It was called I Like to Feel. And then after we made that, we just started making music together every year, and then it sort of progressed into what we're doing now.
So what was that? What's the time on that? Was that 2018?
17.
17.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we sent it to Liam like as soon as we'd done it. Pretty much.
So we essentially put it up on SoundCloud that day on St. Paddy's Day 2017, and then it kind of blew up on SoundCloud. But we put it up as a free download on SoundCloud to sort of gain interest. And
Rookie mistake.
Well, yeah,
I'm only joking.
we were the rookies there though. It was the perfect rookie mistake to make because it got the sort of the traction that it was going to get from being free download. Because do you remember when you put free downloads up and you had to do an artist union, which meant the other person had to repost it, and then when you get the more downloads, obviously that it just keeps coming and coming and coming, and then they asked us if they could sign it instead.
Banging.
I just want to say as well that I'm so annoyed that that's not a thing anymore because you can't download any of those tracks that were free downloads.
Oh, can you not?
Yeah, just like when you click on it, it's like
Dead.
yeah,
Dead link.
Dead link.
That's shite. That's
had to
such a
say.
good little phase. That was a good phase as well for DJing too.
Yeah,
'Cause
definitely.
you could fucking get loads of tracks just by liking people's, and it's good. It like helps each other out. But Bill, you can basically build a DJ set out of free tracks that you got on SoundCloud.
Yeah, no, it was like the SoundCloud DJ era.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, 100%.
Mate, I came from me being old again, we'll step back into that. So I came from like the blogs. So I used to get all my tracks from blogs. Free. Hype Machine. You ever had a Hype Machine before? But it's like, that was what I used to get my free tracks.
But then I think Hype Edit, which was what we used to download off SoundCloud, was pretty much based off that.
Right, okay, yeah. So that's what I used to get my tracks off. So it was like the same thing, but obviously on SoundCloud, and then they would make you reshare it. But it was fucking glory days, man. You could get free tracks, and you're like,
Yeah.
I'm having to spend money on the tracks now. It's fucking shite.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, it's quite a bit.
Yeah, I know, it's a lot of money. If you're buying them all anyway. But
Yeah.
you know,
And not ripping them from YouTube.
no, not ripping them from YouTube. I actually remember once when I was ripping tunes years and years ago, I was playing a broadcast and like a whole Annie Mac Radio 1 thing came on. Like, no, like completely like, this is Annie Mac, BBC Radio 1. It was fucking brilliant.
BBC Radio 1, 1, 1.
Don't think my face has ever gone as red in my life. But yeah, I just had to embarrass myself by saying that there.
That's fucking class.
Yeah, so funny.
Mate,
I've never ever done it again because of that reason.
It'd
But
be
yeah.
so funny for like a big DJ, right? You like fucking, I don't know, like Scream or Denzel or something, to like put a track, like leak a track that everyone wants, or Bicep, and then in the middle of the track put like, fuck you, or something like that in the middle of the track. So like, you know, just to cut it out and have it say something mental, because people are, 9 times out of 10, people don't listen to the track.
I swear there's people on SoulSeek that do that. Like they'll say it's a track, but it's actually like something they've made. And it's like, I've experienced that.
I mean, that's good though. We get it out there.
Exactly.
It's guerrilla marketing. That's what that is, isn't it? It's good. I mean,
It's like LimeWire almost though.
yeah. Oh, mate, don't speak about that. Fuck my computer up that thing, mate. LimeWire. Those were the days. Mate, I was speaking to Ruben, right, and who's 8 years old, and he's only ever experienced 200 meg broadband in his house, right? So he's like, I don't even understand what you're on about. Like, I was like, say, I used to have to fucking like not have the phone on in the house to be able to use the internet. That's how fucking long ago it was. I remember I used to download stuff on LimeWire, like tunes and that. Yeah.
What do you mean
tunes
stuff?
or blockbuster movies. And I'd have to leave it downloading all day while I was at school.
Yeah.
To go back and be able to fucking, and sometimes it wouldn't even be done.
Yeah, no, it was like
Yeah, and then you open up and it's like a Trojan. And it takes over your whole computer. Fucking class though, eh? Those
when
are
it
the
used to
days.
say like 46 days remaining.
Yeah. There's like a countdown. You're like, fuck. Better tell my mum and dad the computer's gonna have to go in the computer shop in 46 days. But yeah, no, it's fucking shite. But then nowadays you've got it so good that you can fucking like download an update for COD. A fucking 25 gig update for COD in like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
It's class. But yeah, I don't even know how we got into that. Fucking hell. I've literally had 2 pints of that. And I'm absolutely cooking.
Talking
I'm
about college, eh?
Yeah, I'm away with it. Anyway, we'll get back to you guys and not fucking internet speeds and that. But yeah, so we were speaking about the guys when you started making tunes together and that. So what was your guys' first gig together? Did you play any gigs together at the start, or?
I think it was it Was it? No, it was hometown.
Yeah, no,
yeah.
hometown launch night that we did at La Bella and Gel. That would have been 2017 as well, and we sort of, no one would essentially let us play a night because we hadn't played anywhere for some reason, which I don't know how you're meant to play at a DJ night if they won't let you
need
play.
work experience.
Yeah, you need work experience.
To get the work experience.
So we essentially booked a club ourselves and sort of started our own club night and everything like that. And then from there, we sort of got a residency at Hector's that we were doing for a number of years.
Good. Oh, but that's obviously just ended, isn't it?
Yeah, literally played the last party like last week.
How was that?
Oh, it was pretty. It was proper old school Hector's house fashion. Can't remember leaving really. Really good fun. But it was just loads of people that you used to meet, over the years DJing at Hector's that were there as well, which was it was a really fun night and it was sort of nostalgic. Almost.
Was he there?
Was who there? Paddy? Yeah. No, he's a ghost.
Were you not there?
Yeah. No, Paddy was there the shit week.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Right. He's like, you're lucky I can't fucking hear what he's saying. He's fucking sitting there.
It was definitely the better week, but I'm just trying to make myself feel better.
Yeah. So so how did it go? Was the party good in that? Was it banging? Yeah.
Yeah.
Mate, Hector's is such a fucking big deal, isn't it? Like for not just, I don't think just for Edinburgh, but for like the whole Scottish kind of. I mean, they brought a lot of acts that people had never even thought about bringing to Scotland.
To Tuesday as well, so it was mainly students and young people, so it was like education in a way.
Yeah, oh totally, without a shadow of a doubt. That was our first gig in Edinburgh. That was my first, well, not my first gig. I'd played a gig in I played in the Bongo Club before, a long time ago, but
great venue.
Yeah, it's fucking class. It's making the sound system in there's banging now. Next level now.
The lights as well.
It's sick. It's a sick venue. But it obviously gets overshadowed because of Carval. But then Carval's not even got lights anymore, have they? They fucking burnt out last night. Mate, speakers fucking gone. Ewan McVicker absolutely fucking trashed the Lecky in there last night. Fucking sweat dripping on it. So, yeah, fucking maybe people might start going to the Bongo Club then.
What were you saying happened last night as well?
Fucking... Yes, obviously everyone fucking sweating out their dish last night, listening to Tell Me Something Good. You know what I mean? Or Heather Park, that's a sweaty tune. And there you go. That's from Joe.
Straight from the source.
PR manager at the Stars. Yeah, I will say it right now. They didn't even get to Heather Park last night. Because the Lecky went out. Because fucking Carval didn't pay their bill. Because it was too sweaty and there was a power shot or something.
It wasn't the night.
It just wasn't the night for it.
For anywhere.
I don't think. I mean, because you guys obviously had that fucking thing. But I think it's just maybe there was just a Scottish club in blackout last night. Too much tunes. There's been too much fucking tunes and stuff over the summer.
We had to take it back to the start.
Yeah.
In the party.
Mate, honestly, the summer, right? There's been too many tunes. I think there's been too many people out having a good time. I think people just need a week off.
Yeah, shut it down.
Yeah, shut it down.
A couple of weeks.
Shut it down. But mate, so the summer you guys have had, where have you played over the summer? What's been happening over the summer?
So I mean, we did obviously the album launch parties, one at Broadcast and one at Mash House as well. That was great. They were both with Sean, the pianist as well, Sinedo, who when he plays as well, that's a different type of musical talent, I think. Because I mean, we don't practice with him or anything. We don't tell him what we're going to play. He just is pitch perfect and can just play over.
Oh, you don't?
No, we don't. Never ever practice with him.
I didn't know that.
No, it's proper crazy
That's
what he does.
Fucking wild.
Yeah, like he's one of these pitch perfect guys that can just listen to a tune and he knows what key it's in and then he can just play over it in the piano.
Mate, do you know what you should do? Cut in a video of him fucking do it like yeah, so they'll do it up there or something. I'll leave that then for them later on.
But yeah. And then we did Fly Club as well in the festival till 5 a.m, which was that was so much fun. That was like an extended set as well. So
how many hours did you do?
It was 4 hours, so it was from 1 o'clock till 5 a.m. But we just did that at La Cheetah last week, and it didn't actually feel that out of. Like I would like to do more.
A few days ago, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, you want to go longer?
Yeah, I would like to go longer.
You want to
yeah.
go 7?
Yeah, so I could do 7, yeah.
I mean, like, we said it was going to happen as well, like, before Tuesday at Rare. We were like, we're going to, like, finish and be like, okay, could go a few more hours. And that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, it's good. I think that fucking being able to have that staying power. I've done a couple of 5 a.m.s and I'm like, yeah, no, I'm ready for my bed. Like, or like, but it's good to have that, mate. Like to be fair as well, in Scotland, you need it to be winter. I think it needs to be. It needs to be November to February. Between November and February, you could do 5 a.m. plus.
Yeah.
But I don't think you can do it in summer. It's too lighty.
Yeah. No, I agree.
It's way too lighty.
It'd be ideal.
Yeah. What if it was like dark all the time?
Well, no.
That would be class.
No, just if the clubs are open like later hours for winter, that'd be amazing.
No, it would make
like
sense.
7 or 8.
It's daunting, mate. It's daunting. Well, I'll tell you
If
what,
you had
right?
the freedom
I'll
to do
play
it,
until
though.
3. You can play until 7, right? I'd be fucking fried.
I know, I'm just trying to think about who would actually still be there at 7 o'clock in the morning.
I mean, proper absolute nutcases.
Yeah, like absolute head cases.
Pure, like people that are, I mean, staunch though, really they're up for it.
Yeah, no, those are the people that are up for it, or, they've got the willpower. But I mean, most people leave clubs at like 2:30, 3 in the morning these days.
Yeah.
If it's even open till then. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
Were you up at Cultivate in the summer as well?
Yeah.
Like which one?
the
Both?
one that was just there in September.
Did you have a good time?
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
I had a great time. I only stayed for one of the days because I'm not a 2-day festival type of guy anymore. I can only really do one of the days.
Oh, you were before us?
Yeah, I was one before you.
Fuck. Mate, I just remembered there. I was
Yeah.
like, mate.
I was thinking, is he bamming me up?
No,
here?
no, I'm not bamming you up. Mate, because I'm totally dawdled. I can't remember anything. Mate, I can honestly barely remember Mo and Bairn's birthday. I do remember that. It's 20th of April, 2013. But, yeah, mate, fucking...
It was great fun, though.
Yeah, we were on after you.
Yeah.
No, but what happened at the end?
Yeah, I know.
I meant to ask you, but I'm going to ask you now. It's
like,
funnier.
This is the most scary thing that can ever happen. Well, for me as a DJ anyway, when it's like literally your last track as well, mixed in the track, 2 tracks are playing, and then one of the tracks skips on the USB.
Right.
And then, so the track went out of time, and then I'm trying to put it back into time, and then I've obviously pushed it the wrong way or something like that, and then I've just had to spin out the other track quickly.
Yeah, but we were like that. So we were standing behind you. I don't know if it's going. I'm going to be. We were standing behind you, right? And I looked at Nairn. And I thought Nairn had hit the deck.
Yeah.
And I went, Nairn, what the fuck are you doing, mate? And he was like, I didn't touch it. And then so I was like, I was like, well, what's happened? And then you just looked at me and went, I don't know. Like and just went brrr, and just pulled out, and I was like deathly silence, basically. Like,
yeah, it was just such a like the whole set went so well as well, and then it's just you've played that one track, and I don't know if it was like I don't know if something touched the deck or like they're really sensitive, obviously. So see if something's touched it and it just nudges it a little bit, and the track stops for like half a second almost, and then they're completely out of time.
Yeah.
And then you just kind of panic and don't know what to do for a second.
I've never seen you like that before.
Like I was like, what do I do? What do I do?
I was like, kill your horses, mate. It's good. You're like, out, it's done. I was like, fair enough.
It was the easy option just to fix it.
It was
like
good
that.
though, mate. Fucking that terrace is so class, isn't it?
Yeah, no, I've had a lot of fun on that terrace. Like the last couple of times I've been up, but that's the first time I've played there.
Yeah.
And it was so much fun.
Yeah, it's good. The festival's getting bigger every single year, so no doubt you'll probably be up next year. You should be pushing for the couple next year. Yeah, get the
Maybe the trio even.
Yeah,
the trio, but the
well, because did you see the other stage they've got?
Yeah.
That would work good in there.
The garden.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
That was good. Eliza Rose was out there on the Saturday. That was.
I've still not been to Cultivate.
Have you not been yet?
It looks sick though.
You need to go up to one of them. You're obviously waiting to get booked to play it. Obviously.
I think it's always landed on a day where I've been doing something now.
Fair enough.
I was in Berkeley that night.
It's a good festival. Like the Aberdeen's got a fucking good scene. I mean, obviously with Rare and All Night Passion and the tunnels and all the way that they run things up there. It's a really good scene. They lock things down. You'll be obviously going up north soon.
Yeah.
When he's going up there?
Going up north.
To Aberdeen, you'll be playing rare soon, surely.
Well, I mean,
Why don't you? If you're not booked in yet, fucking call him out.
Hopefully, yeah. I need to,
Rory the Tory, get him fucking called out.
I need to speak to Rory about it, but
No, it's fine, mate.
I do need.
I'm not texting him again.
No.
We're joking,
we'll
by
not
the way.
bother him today. But yeah, no, I do need to speak to him about it. I do want to come up and play Dundee as well. The Dundee that looked class on the night these were up there.
We're just getting going again.
Yeah.
I feel like we're just getting going again. I think it's all like I want to do more stuff, but it's just like and there's loads of shit going on, but we're kind of in the process of like moving venue. We're not going to be using fatties, I don't think, anymore. Well, we're going to use it for big events. But we're not going to use. That's where Rare are.
Yeah, that's what I meant. I meant the night that you were in there for Rare.
Yeah.
That looked really good.
But we used that. We used that for LF. It was fucking.
Yeah,
packing.
that looked wild.
It was pretty mental. It was total packing. But we were, and it was a good night there, fucking good laugh. But the next one we're doing is in Beat Generator, which is a different venue, but it's cool. Really cool venue. Just a dark room. Like, Dex, dark room.
Yeah,
like,
I quite like that.
Yeah,
though.
me too. And it's like 400 caps, so as opposed to like Fives, which is like 700 or 800 cap.
Yeah. Isn't there more rooms in there as well?
Fucking
more
loads
floors.
of them.
Yeah.
Loads of them. There's like 3 floors, and each floor's got like 2 rooms.
Yeah, that's
it's insane.
That's too much.
You get people like wandering.
Right.
So not wandering from the other room into your room, but you get people wandering like away.
Yeah, and then
Because they can go,
not
they
knowing
can
how to come back. Yeah.
Or just fucking not coming back or going to the smoking area. Or such a big venue.
Yeah, I feel like when you get big clubs like that, half the crowd's in the smoking area. 'Cause
Yeah.
the smoking area is so much fun.
Yeah.
When there's
It's
that many people there.
Yeah.
It's about the experience as much as it's about the club.
Yeah, I feel like, so the club itself, right, there's a back door, there's the old Fat Sam's entrance that we've wanted to use. It's still at the old Fat Sam's like neon sign above it, but they don't use it anymore. They use it's like a big cavern entrance at the front, and it's like, oh my God, it's garish. That's the word I would use for it. It's just too much. There's pure disco lights outside, and there's like E.T. in a bite. It's an 80s themed club down in the middle
Is it
level.
almost a bit like as bright and
It's too much.
crazy as the Barrowlands? Like,
No, that's cool.
Yeah.
This is like an 80s themed club. The 80s and 90s themed club. It's called like,
So what you're saying is it's not cool.
it's not cool, but that floor,
Yeah.
is good.
Yeah.
It's a good venue. It's all kind of dark and it's like kind of purple coloured, and so when the lights are off, it looks class. Except for that big massive DeLorean in the middle of the floor. Have you seen
Yeah,
it?
I've seen that. Yeah.
Mate, it flashes and that, and it's totally. I think it looks cool.
I think that's quite cool.
Yeah, it is quite cool. I'd say take everything out, believe the DeLorean. But yeah, it's a pretty cool venue. But I'm sure, yeah, Rory will have you up for that.
Yeah.
No doubt. It's good. Honestly, it's good that they're doing a Thursday night in there, because Dundee's been missing a midweek, like a proper midweek bounce for a long time. Since the reading room's closed.
Yeah.
So it's, and I've never wanted to dare do it just because it's seriously hard graft to do a weekly night in a club. Well, hats off to Rory for doing that. Like,
I mean, he's got quite a lot on the go now, doesn't he? I mean, we're just spending like the last 15 minutes talking about Rory, but he does actually do like a lot of the scene up here.
yeah.
You know, he's obviously got Glasgow and Stirling on a
But
Tuesday.
that's how you started doing the subby though.
Yeah.
So it's a good. That's
That was rare on a Wednesday.
Yeah.
Before it moved to Lachita. That's how I sort of got going properly in the Glasgow scene was down at Rare Wednesday at Sub Club.
I mean, what a way to get kicked off in the Glasgow scene playing subby. That's a big deal.
Yeah, no, that was pretty big deal for me at the time. I actually remember the first night playing, walking down Union Street with Joe, going, what is going on right now? What is going on right now? Like it's like a big mile long road as well. We're walking down the whole way, and I was like, I think Joe was probably more nervous than me, and we hardly spoke the whole way we walked down.
Sponsored silence.
Yeah, it was just like,
club.
I don't know how this is gonna go, man. But no,
How did it go?
Yeah, it was great. And then played there like most weeks for the next 2 years, which was just
Banging.
I don't think I probably took it a little bit for granted at the time as well, because now I kind of look back and think, if I kind of knew what I was doing at the time, I would have put a lot more I would have tried to have remembered a lot more of it, and like sort of imprinted it in my brain, because I did it for so long that I just kind of was like turning up and doing it every week and loving it at the time, but I was kind of just like, it was kind of just like my memory. Do you know what I mean? I was doing it every week. It was my routine, and I wasn't sort of taking it all in.
You kind of get stuck in the rut.
Yeah.
I get what you mean. And it's because it's a weekly habit, you're just like, oh, I'm doing that thing again. But yeah, it's looking back, you probably, it's always, it's the same, but you did it. That's cool. That's the best
Oh yeah,
thing about
it's cool.
You did it and you smashed it. And
Hopefully we'll do it again.
yeah. Mate, that's just, I'm sure they'll be choking for a midweek session there. There's only other people that are doing it are all you need. So it's,
Yeah.
they do like, do they sometimes do, oh, they just do weekends now, don't they?
Yeah, I think they just do weekends now.
There you go.
But they did do the Thursdays.
They did Thursdays, didn't they? Cool. Yeah, look, let's stop speaking about other people. Fucking, you guys keep speaking about other people and you're just trying to give other people a platform, and I'm just trying not to let you do that. Do you think they'd be annoyed if I had one of those beers? How annoyed? On a scale of 1 to like... If you could. You want to do a toilet break? So we've got to do this.
A little beer break.
We've got to do this, right? Okay. You got to do this. Right, 1, 2, 3. Right. Fucking third time lucky. Mental though that you can teleport. So what they do is, it's a new thing in the Box Up Studios. They let you teleport to the studio, but you end up sometimes in the same cubicle, and that's a fucking bit awkward.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
And I know, it's all good. So, what we were speaking about before doesn't even matter, because I mean, we've just been fucking freeballing, haven't we?
Yeah, we have.
Really.
Yeah.
So, I'm speaking about forthcoming gigs, things you guys got coming up, because you must have some stuff planned. What's the dealio then?
So, I mean, we've got a few gigs.
List them all out. Give me. I want a lowdown of where it is you're going, who with, what's happening.
Right, so, I mean, we've got a gig. One of the notable ones is we're going into Electric Soup.
For Johnny Donuts.
Johnny Donuts. That'll be in November, December sort of time.
Okay, cool.
Not actually. It was meant to be last week, but they've been refurbing the club and everything. So,
what's the name of the night?
Electric Soup.
Electric Soup. Okay, cool.
And I think they do something like a bar called Canned Heat before, so it's like an all day, all night sort of thing. So
cool names.
Yeah,
Canned Heat's a cool name.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
mate, that's one of the best Jamiroquai songs of all time.
Yeah, of course it is. Proper
Napoleon
Napoleon Dynamite.
You can
vibes.
put it over this bit. It's like, just put the tune, Lewis.
Is there not a video kicking about of Ruben doing the Napoleon
Yeah.
Dynamite dance to that?
It's like, and he goes. Well, yeah. So you're going down there. So how did you get chatting to those guys? What's happened? What's been happening to them?
We spoke to the younger guys, Owen and Tom. They were actually up at Subway to see Ewan McVicker one night, and they
love him.
Yeah, they do love him.
Yeah.
And they ended up back at the studio. There's a common theme here of ending up back at the studio after a night out, but yeah, we ended up back at the studio and we showed them the album and stuff like that, and they said, no, we'll get you down. But that was months ago. So
They've kept to the word.
yeah, they have kept to their word. So, well, until we're actually down there, I guess we could say that they've kept to their word right now.
Yeah, no, they're going to have to now because it's all recorded. See, it's all planned. Up there for thinking, down there for dancing, mate. The fucking... I launched it out there just so they had to lock it in.
Yeah, so that'll be locked in now. Thank you for that.
No problem.
Yeah, and then just stuff like I think we're planning on doing a sort of all night long Christmas party as well, in December, obviously, where it's just sort of me and Joe all night in a club in Glasgow. That would be really fun. It's the sort of idea we've toyed about, and then maybe something from Sakura as well. We talked about doing a pop-up with the t-shirts and stuff like that, which is great.
Nice. Yeah, so the Sakura thing's pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
I didn't realise that the collaboration was so far along, like, happening. Because I obviously know Henry and that through Nairn. So it was like total surprise. It's cool though. I've got one of the tees. Like I was saying earlier on, I couldn't wear it because Scott's staying on it. But I was all ironed, ready to go.
Yeah, I think we'll be doing a few more as well.
Yeah.
I think
They're banging tees and cool concept and that. So
the material as well is just ideal, heavyweight.
Mate, struggle to find tees that fit me. So finding it, and I was going raging at Henry for so long because I was like, Nairn and Ethan were getting fucking flow of t-shirts and jumpers and that, and I'm like, where the fuck is mine? I was like, and he was like, oh well, you know, you got the XL one last time, didn't even fit you, and I'm like, look, make a bigger one then. Do you know what I mean? Like, how hard is it? It's so it total fat shamed me, and then, I'm like this, wash the XL t-shirt, and I'm standing on it, right, pulling it, trying to stretch out, it's like, and then he got me a bigger one. So the XL in that one fits like a total dream.
The large is fucking ideal.
Bang.
So ideal.
Large on you?
Yeah.
No
I'm
way.
a baggy guy.
No way. I'm an XL. The XL fits me pretty good.
Yeah, I'm an XL as well.
No way. And does it fit? Is it all right?
Yeah, it's big.
Spacious.
Oh yeah, it's like boxy. Okay, cool. Sweet. That's cool. So how did that come about? How did you get to speaking in that?
So I really liked the t-shirts from a wee while ago, and I got one, and then I think I got a hoodie as well. And I was speaking to Henry about the potential of doing some merch, because I've done merch before. Went back in Edinburgh for the club night and stuff like that, and it really didn't. The quality of it was really shit. It didn't last very long, and you know they were pretty cheap. And I thought, you know, if I'm going to do it again, I want to do it with a brand like Sakura, where it's, you know, it's good heavyweight t-shirts and good quality. So Henry kind of took all the reins on everything with production and the quality and everything, and we kind of just patched in with the artwork and sort of promotion and stuff like that. But it worked really well together.
Bang. How did the sales do on the t-shirts? Were they good?
Yeah, they all sold out on the first day, apart from I think it was like one XL, one small or something like that.
I think I got the XL.
Yeah. Well, just as well. So no, yeah, it was good, but we only ordered a certain amount because we wanted them to kind of sell out.
Yeah.
And, we didn't want there to be like, you know, a massive amount of them there. So.
Banging. That's a cool collaborative thing to do.
Yeah.
And there obviously there was a little feature in DJ Mag.
Yeah, the back of my head's in DJ Mag this month.
I know. Yeah, I know. I was like, I bought it. I've not bought a fucking magazine in years. Shout out to Amy Fielden, by the way, right? Because she was pretty sound. She did the thing on the. She did the
feature for it. Yeah.
Yeah. So shout out to Amy. But yeah, that's pretty sound, because I was going through it and I went, because I didn't even realise. And then I went to the back and I was like, oh no way, because Eilish and Lerner in it as well.
Is she?
They're like modelling the Sakura stuff, and then the back, you're walking along that rooftop bit. Is it a rooftop
Yeah,
bit?
so that's actually our studio, and we were essentially, these days where you've got to do all this sort of TikTok creation and everything like that, we're really, really bad at that.
Shite, innit?
And it makes me feel quite old, even though I'm not really there yet. But we essentially just jumped out the window of the studio and got on the roof and started taking loads of videos. And then fast forward a month, I just see I get tagged in a tweet on Twitter actually, and I was like, what the fuck is this guy tagging me in? And I just scroll back and I'm like, that's the back of my head.
But I mean, it's good,
it was
good first feature in DJ Maggie. It's not even your music.
It's not a feature that I would like, but you know what I mean. I still have been on DJ Mag.
Yeah, baby steps, mate.
Baby steps.
Baby steps. No, it's good though. That's fucking class. But yeah, I remember going through it and I was like, holy shit, that's fucking mental. But and it's obviously you guys' teas, so that's something. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it was off the back of that as well, and obviously, I think Henry got quite a lot of following from that sort of music side of things as well. Like I think Dennis Salter followed him, and a few others. Like Eats Everything was liking all the posts and everything like that. So I feel like it must have given him a little bit of.
If I can't fucking find a tea, do you think Eats is gonna find one? Fucking hell. Mate, what's he gonna do? I bet he makes him a fucking good t-shirt, eh? Fucking took me 5 months to get mine.
But I feel like it did push him quite a lot of sort of promotion and that sort of dance music side of things, which I think is where he kind of wanted to go, which was, you know, I'm glad we could do a little bit of help for him.
Yeah, it's cool. It's really cool. Cool thing to do. Getting involved in that side of things, it's like kind of broadens things out, and there'll be people that are into the t-shirts that are not into the music and they'll get into the music. It's all works with each other. It's symbiotic.
It's a nice way to keep the fashion and music together as well.
Totally, and it's a nice way to get fucking free clothes.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know what I mean? Who wants to buy clothes? Not me. But fucking, it's honestly, it's really cool. I was totally like, no way they're doing a collab. That's fucking class. So recently there was you guys got featured on Radio 1, like Radio 1 twice and Radio 6. That's an edgy station to be on, by the way.
That was probably on my list before Radio 1 as well.
Yeah, was it?
Because I grew up like listening to it with my mum.
Me too.
As well. It's great.
So what's the vibes? So tell me about what came. When did you know it was happening? And then like, how did you feel like when it was all going down? Like,
I think we found out on the day that it was happening with the Pete Tong.
Yeah, so I mean, the Pete Tong thing was, we got told on the day, and it was the day before we were going to Ibiza for Fly Ibiza, right? So I was like, I'm going to get an early night. I was working, I was like, I'm going to go get an early night after work, and then get the early flight to Ibiza, and then got told by Graham from Fresh Take that we were getting played on the Pete Tong, a club heat mix on Pete Tong's radio show, and I was like, right, Joe, we're going to go to the studio. I ended up getting off of work. My manager, Robbie, let me off work. A wee bit early, and then obviously after you get played on Pete Tong, you're not going to just sit and go to your bed, are you? So we
how not?
We were literally like dancing all
yeah,
nice.
we were sitting there dancing in the studio, and then pretty much went straight to the airport and got on the plane. So that set off the holiday to a good stead, but yeah, I mean,
It's setting the tone for the rest of the holiday, innit?
yeah, that really
Fucking
did.
turning up like a bag of bones. Like, sunglasses on. Yeah, no, that's such a big deal. So yeah, the biggest one for you was the Black Madonna one, the Blessed Madonna one. Sorry, the Blessed Madonna one was the biggest one for you would say.
they're both equally as big.
Yeah.
But after Radio 1, I was like, okay, when's 6? And then, yeah, we just found
She
it.
just put the tune in the mix, kind of.
It was just one of her favourites from June or something.
That's mental. How did she get her hands on the record?
She bought it.
She bought it.
Yeah.
Fucking right. That's mental. I mean, that is seriously good though. Nowadays, you know the way it is. The industry is right. Like, we're going to let you in on a little industry secret right here, right? People send out promos, right? So if you've got a good promo company, right? Like, I don't know, I'm not going to say any names because I want to be mates with all of them. But if you've got a good promo company, right, then they'll put your track out and they'll put it into the laps of the best DJs. Yeah. So for an artist, just to let you know, for an artist to buy not the record, it's not a record, it's an MP3. But if they go and buy the tune, that's a big deal.
Yeah, I feel like getting your stuff sent out in promos by these companies is a really, really important part of success with sort of radio play, especially, is because I feel like the radio play thing for us has only sort of started to happen since we've been able to get those tracks into the laps of these radio DJs. Because if you haven't, then they're never even going to hear them.
Yeah. Do you think it helps? Do you think that helps your music get to the places it needs to be, being on radio, or is it just? Do you feel like it's like what do you think the benefit is?
Well, it's accreditation, isn't it? So do you know what I mean? It's like, you know, if Pete Tong's playing your music, then people must think, oh, it must be all right.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Most music's pretty good anyway, but then when you hear it's played by someone like that, then you go, oh, it's shit hot. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if it didn't get played by them, then, you know, you wouldn't think it was.
Totally.
It's just a good way. It's a good way to discover new music as well, isn't it?
Yeah,
like,
that's how I find a lot of tunes
like
as well.
independent radio was just like blown up even more than before COVID.
Totally.
In the past few years.
I think that COVID spun it along, I think, as well.
For sure.
I think when people are sitting in their houses and project radio, all these independent things, obviously it's not real radio, project radio, but it is like a streamed, mixed thing that everyone's doing. And I think like 9 times out of 10, I'm going through these playlists and actually not playlists, the actual mixes, and going, I'm having that. I'm having that track. So it's good being playlisted by people like that.
It's equally as important for the person that's making the mix and then the artist though as well.
Yeah.
When you're finding tracks and then you're going to play them as well.
Totally, mate. Hands
That's
down.
great.
It's a massive part of the pie just now. I think that my one thing about radio, I feel like it's the kudos is class. Like getting a radio 1 play, I was like buzzing with it.
Uh-huh.
Like total serious done. right?
But it also makes you feel like shit when you don't get it. Do you remember when I was speaking to you like
Yeah.
ages ago and I was like, oh, I can't get my music on Radio 1?
Yeah.
And it gets, I think it gets a lot of people down that they can't get to that point.
It's a mental thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's like, and I actually feel like it's partially quite a bit, it's quite a bad thing about the industry is that like, sometimes you feel like you're not actually like hitting the targets that you need to hit.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? And you're going like, and you like, and as well as that, you've got to be Mr. Positive.
Yeah, but it's a hard thing to be if, you know, you're constantly getting pissed off that you're not getting played on Radio 1 and your tracks aren't being received like that. It's a worse thing than not getting bookings and stuff like that, I think, because it's, you know, this is your sort of creative output that you're putting out there, and if that's not being well received, you're like, well, then why am I doing this?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? If people aren't liking this, why am I doing it? Am I doing it for myself?
It's a main reason why people just start doing things themselves as well. You know, like just going down the whole DIY approach, starting your own label.
It's so easy nowadays as well.
You know,
you could fucking just start a night or start a label overnight, and like you could literally, or self-release. You guys have self-released loads of stuff, and but then that's the pitfalls of that is that you don't have that pure like rock solid promotion behind it. Yeah. You've not got the actual momentum of the industry behind it. You've got to actually do the legwork.
Unless you have loads of money.
Yeah, or that. You know, you've got loads of money.
Yeah, if you've got loads of money, it's really easy. But I mean,
pay people to listen to it.
No, like so we've paid for promotion, like a promotion company to do like the promo for our release before, and we didn't feel like it went. They did everything that they kind of could for us. As much as like a label promo side goes, I kind of felt like they just took the money, and then once they had the money, they were kind of just like, oh, let's just fuck these guys
Let's
off.
fucking do nothing.
So I
mean, what's the name of the company? I want a job.
Listen,
sound fucking class.
I'm not bothered saying the name of the company because I don't want to get in trouble. But
okay.
Yeah, I didn't feel like it was a very productive use of money that could have went elsewhere. But
that's a shame.
Yeah, I mean, and there's the thing is, there's going to be people in this industry that are going to do that to you. It's probably the worst industry for people.
Dog eat dog.
People fucking you over.
Yeah, mate.
To be the nicest way about it.
I'm like laughing about it, but like, mate, we were just obviously speaking out there and saying like, obviously, I've been in and out of Glasgow doing music and that for like 15 years, and the amount of times I've been fucked over.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Mate, so many times. Like, and it's just like, if I was about to say something that I can't actually say, I'm not going to say it. Because I was like about to call someone out there, and I was like, no, I can't say it. No, I'm not even, don't even fucking try, because I'm not going to do it. Because I'm still wanting to get paid. So I'll wait. I'll wait until the next podcast, and I'll maybe call them out in the next one if they've not paid me by then. But yeah, it's stuff, shit like that, and you're just like, yeah, and then obviously nowadays with social media, people can pull the wool right over your eyes in terms of like being able to offer you this and that and the next thing, and it's like, I mean, have you had any of the spam emails about Spotify artists?
Yeah, of course, yeah, and get like paying to be on playlists and stuff like that. And these playlists, they make it out like these are the Spotify, like the Spotify editorial playlists, and they're not.
I know. I had to check the email address.
No.
That sent me it, right? So that's what you do. I always check the email address that sends me the email to check if it's a scam, because I went, oh my God, this is class. I'm going to be in a Spotify editorial playlist. It's all the logos and that. And I was like, fucking phone up my mum's so fucking made it, man. and then honestly, and then I checked the email address and it's like AEIXLOOO total dot fucking like just mental.
Gmail.com.
Yeah, at gmail.com. I'm like, yeah, sweet. Been bumped. Legit. Yeah, look, sounds legit. Amen. How much you needing? 50 quid? Cool, no problem. But yeah, no, it's fucking shite. But honestly, like, it is what it is. You gotta just deal with it, don't you? And then also, I think that the beauty of like the DIY approach is that like you can build a scene out of it, and you can like that. I mean, that's how I started all good. Like, because I couldn't get gigs.
Yeah, I mean that's obviously back to what we were talking about. You can't get gigs unless you've had gigs. So
yeah, so you're supposed to get gigs
yourself.
Yeah, it's like honestly work experience, but you need work experience to get the work experience.
Yeah, you need to basically start your own business to get the work experience, and then you get taken on. Yeah,
but I suppose it's enterprise and it's good. It's good for all of these club nights and stuff to be started like that. I think, like we're saying about like the change in tide though, right? So you feel like you've started a new night, Hijack. Recently?
Like
Year.
we started like November 2019, and then had 3 nights, and then COVID happened.
Of course.
But then we came back, and it felt like we've been doing it for the whole of COVID.
Yeah, and so
It was weird.
what's
just came back for bang.
idea behind it? What was the drive behind that? Because obviously we're speaking about the DIY thing. Was that the same thing, or was it just like you wanted an outlet, or?
Yeah, it was literally, Dow, who's literally playing next door as we speak in the beer festival.
Yeah. Can you hear his tunes?
Yeah. We played like one set together, and then just gelled so well. It's like when I play with Cammy, like there's complete synergy, and don't have to think about anything, and just we both love collecting records, so just that's how it came together.
Yeah, and it's different vibe to the stuff you guys are making together, though.
There's a lot more like UK fusion in there.
Yeah.
But I mean, we also play some of it as well.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's a lot more. Yeah, it's its own thing.
He's like,
I mean, I get into that.
He's like that. I'm just like, give me that.
Let's not.
Can't get my words out.
So I mean, it's more so sort of focused on like UK vibes and UK garage and stuff like that, which is great. And I sort of like kind of like to play a little bit of a range of different tracks. And, but I mean, if you've never been down to a Hijack night, you really need to go.
I want to go.
It's so good.
I've seen, like, honestly, sounds up my street.
It's really, really good
totally
fun,
up my
man.
street. I'm sure you will, mate. Keep them fucking fruity pints flowing, mate. Fucking fruity pints.
If you could tell that John's had a couple
I've had
fruity pints already.
I've had 3.
No, I think I'm agreeing with you now as well. The pale's getting to me
It's
a little
actually
bit.
alright. So, mate, you got wee rosy cheeks and that. You fucking definitely got a wee vibe on, like, you got a buzz on. Honestly,
that's the 3-hour sleep.
yeah, maybe. But it's worth it, though. Remember, we're saying it earlier on, it's worth it. At the time, when you're sitting on the sofa, just looking around the room, and there's fucking nobody that you know there. You're like, worth it.
Friends for life.
Won't speak to them ever again. Mate, unless they're one another after.
Until the next time.
Until the next time. But is there any collaborative stuff coming up? Or is there anybody do you want to work with? Ideal.
There's been a couple of things that we've been working on, obviously, with we've got Test Press that we've been working with in the studio.
We were saying that before,
Need to finish that. And
What kind of stuff is that like?
See, I don't think it's what you would imagine
Is
it to
it
be.
the Test Press kick drum? They've got their own kick drum.
Like, so that is like unnegotiable. Unnegotiable.
It's like that with Tints Map.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah. Sorry, you won't be able to hear that. So
Yeah. So it's like, the Test Press elements, and then obviously map percussion really swung.
Nice. Very swung.
Yeah.
So how do we do the very swung? How do we, is Ableton,
So
you use push?
in recent times, no, it's all like I've been like using hardware. And then I've just shuffled.
What are you using?
So
TRA?
Roland TR6S. It's like the mini version.
Okay.
It's only like 6 channels, but I'll just build on top of that if I want to.
And the S, you can use your own sounds in it.
Yeah, so
Okay.
I can like make loops in Ableton, swing them, put them into that box, and then build the shuffle around that. And
Fucking hell.
then get more shuffle if you put it through like the BeatStep Pro as well.
Unreal. That's cool.
Yeah.
So that's how you get that sound then. Because I was thinking like,
Sometimes, but then other times I'll sit and tweak it in Ableton and
I
whatever.
hate doing that. I actually hate doing that. That's the hardest fucking thing in the world. And then sometimes you get all the way through and you're doing like that fucking, like 32 bar, not loop, but when you want the hats to change, like nice variations in between. And then you get to that last bit and you're like, fuck, that's some shite.
yeah. No, it's either that or when you're doing.
That's what I do.
When you're trying to warp vocals as well, and you're doing it step by step. Like
Oh
that.
my God.
I hate that.
It's fucking shite.
I know it's definitely when you see clips of DJs or producers and they're sat in their bedroom and it's just the same bit playing over and over again, paused and play, and then it's like just moving a little bit. That is that bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're working with Test Press doing that, and then
When can we expect that to come out? Or be finished? Is there no time limit on it?
No idea. Hopefully by the end of the year.
Okay.
And then there's stuff with Miz that me and Miz have worked on. But that was sort of middle of summer we started that, so we really need to sort of get back into doing that alongside Joe as well.
Cool.
And then there's obviously other people that we'd like to work with at the moment.
Especially, it's been said over the past few weeks, but I think we're going to work with Liam Doc as well.
It's a no-brainer. Yeah. Total no-brainer. But so you need to get that done ASAP, I think.
Oh yeah, next few weeks.
Yeah.
He works quick as well.
Yeah.
He does work quick.
He's honestly ridiculous. I asked him to send me one of his tracks the other day that I was wanting to play in La Cheetah, and he said, "Oh, send me a SoundCloud playlist," and he was like, "Oh, it's in there." It's a 32 track playlist of his unreleased stuff from not even from summer, from the end of summer. So he's made 32 tracks
Since the end of August.
Yeah, it's 32 tracks in 2 months.
He's
Which
free.
is fucking ridiculous. Yeah.
They're all banging.
Yeah,
I know, mate. I was like, you joking me?
Yeah,
When he
it's
sent me them, I
ridiculous.
was like, you fucking joking? I was
Yeah.
like, there's heat in here. They're really good.
Yeah, but how bad does that make you feel about yourself as well? And
Oh,
what
yeah.
you're making, you're like, I need to get off that ass. But yeah,
I mean, sometimes you can aspire to do it, but it's like, it's a serious work. I think he's got a really, really solid work set up too, though.
yeah,
I think he's got it down to a fine art of like
yeah.
getting the
He
stuff
knows
out.
he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
essentially.
So Liam Doc, and again, I'm saying to you is like, come on, give me some dream people to work with. Liam Doc lives down the road from you.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah. No, I'd like to work with fucking the guy I know.
I mean,
I've known for he put out my first tune. Easy, that's pimps, mate.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, there's people that I would really like to work with. Like, I'd really like to work with Dennis Salter. There was one time.
Why? Why would you want to work with Dennis Salter?
Because there was one time where me and Joe were playing at a gig. I was playing at a gig with Hector in Aberdeen, and we essentially got a taxi back from the Aberdeen back to Dennis Salter's gaff in Glasgow, and me and Joe sat behind him at his. You could call it a studio, but it was just a Mac.
told me this.
Just a Mac and a keyboard.
Yeah.
And he just made like the best. It was like one of the best tunes you've ever heard. And it was like he did it in like 15 minutes, then just like stopped it and went, "Nah, that's shite." Deleted it all. And I was like, but I mean the creativity just poured out of him. It was really nice to see. But I don't think he really does that sort of collaboration style. But
Has he done anything with anybody?
I don't think so. But I mean, to work with him, even in the sense of like maybe doing something on his label or something like that, would be great.
Oh, yeah.
In the future. Yeah.
What about you, Joe?
Me?
Who are you thinking?
Oh, wow. That's a hard question. That's a really
Come
hard
on.
question.
Who's your dream person you'd want to work with? Who's got the drummiest tunes? Who's got the drummiest tunes?
That would be crazy. Like, to work with Todd Edwards, that would be mad.
Whoa, that would be sick.
But yeah.
He's the godfather.
That's such a hard question. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like,
You got to put it out into the world to get it back. You know that?
it's Tuesday.
And why would you like to work with Todd Edwards?
It's because he's the GOAT.
Because he's the because he's the goat.
And he was such he was such a lovely guy as well.
Yeah.
He was so nice. Like,
Mate, I was about to say, fucking hell, that he's like a total gentleman, is he not?
yeah. He,
class.
He drinks as well.
Oh, does he?
Yeah,
Bevy?
yeah.
Is he a big bevier, like?
Oh yeah.
He's
Tequila.
not, he used to be a big guy, didn't he? And he's now he's like a smaller guy now, isn't he? Smaller now, that's class. But big guys always can drink, you know what I mean? Me and Paddy know that. We can put it away, eh? Mate, saying me, I've had 3 pints, I'm absolutely steaming. I'm sitting here going, are we fucking done yet? But no, that's class.
I'm thinking as well, like,
Who else?
who do we want to remix?
Let's
a
put it out here like it's right. This is your fucking chance to let them know that you want to work with them.
See,
because they could
that's something
potentially see it.
I
We'll
wish-
show up off for TikTok.
Yeah, I know. I wish you'd prepared this earlier, but I'd really like to work with Scream. Probably Scream's a great producer, like in every sort of respect
Ollie,
of his producer as well.
Are you hearing this? This young lad looks up to you. Make his day. Work
Yeah,
with
make
the
my
tune
day.
up. I think you'd do it.
Well, hopefully we'll put it out there to him.
Put it
see
out
how
into the
goes.
world and we'll see.
Put it out into the world and see what
Class.
happens. Yeah.
Have you sent all his stuff before?
No, I haven't because I don't have his email address. So if you can get me that as well, that would be
I'll give
great.
you after.
Yeah, thank. You give me half of it.
I'll give you half. I'll give you half.
That's what you say.
I'll give you half of it. You got to guess the rest. I'll give you half of it. You got to guess the rest. Yeah.
That would be the most evil thing to do.
It's like his emails are open. Like he fucking listenings to loads of people's listenings. Man, I'm fucking steaming. He listenings. Wait, do you know what he's going to do? At the end of this, he's going to just round up all the fucking like things that I've said wrong, and he's just going to put them in a fucking. That's going to be the TikTok. It's me fucking going listenings.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, fuck's sake. But yeah, no, he listens to everybody's stuff.
Well, we'll get that stuff out to him then and see what he thinks.
Yeah, cool. Banging. Right. Let's go. We're good. Let's round it up. Thank you so much, by the way. Honestly, it's been class. I've been wanting to do it for ages. It's been class. And you did good by getting here. Well done. Well done.
Anytime.